Okay guys, moral of the story, this sucker was tough to start. I finally got her after about 1,000 kicks, sweating to death here in South Florida, but she's on the IV bottle. I had been pre-mixing as I usually do to protect the engine because I didn't know if the oil injection was working, which it wasn't because there was air bubbles in the line. So moral of the story, I tore apart the electrical system here. I got it to fire a few times, but she just wouldn't run. So I cleaned all these contacts up. This, I don't know, you call this exciter pack, or I forget what you call it, a CDI pack. I got all that cleaned out, and then I took the coil pack off the back. These plug wires go up to the coil pack, which is mounted to the back of this plate. This plate's kind of funny because it won't come out until you take that coil pack off. Took that off, cleaned all its contacts, cleaned these grounds, cleaned the ground out by the battery too. They can haunt you. I found out this switch was fine. I didn't need to jumper it because I had it running and took it apart and put the switch back together, kept running. So cleaned these contacts, cleaned all these bolts and grounds around that. And then I pulled that other plug again because this one seemed like it wasn't running great on that cylinder when I had it running for a second. And so I pulled that again, cleaned the plug with some contact cleaner. They're brand new plugs. And lo and behold, she fired up and she runs like a new bike practically. So very happy. Compression was good. Let me just show you. I am thrilled. 1989 KR-1S, back to life. Watch this. Like a pro. Just kidding. One kick. Okay, there we go, guys. And she's a little boggy on the low end. Probably because she doesn't have an air box. Impossible to find. Once you get it running, though, it's almost as if it's smoking nice out of both. You see that? Smoking a little more out of this one. Could be the way the bike's leaning. And then what else I did was the oil injection. So what you can do with the oil injection, it's running pretty good. That's the nice idle. So what you can do with the oil injection is, this is, I believe, the bleeder screw here, but I didn't really need it. What I did was, when it was idling like that, I just opened the oil injection pump. I took the cover off. The cover's on the ground there. And you can just open that up wide open, and I literally got to watch the oil inch along these lines, pulse at a time, creep all the way to the nozzle right here on this one. Took a little longer to get to that nozzle, but it got there, and that was very satisfying. So the oil pump works. Pumped the oil right to it. Once it got to the nozzles, I let her go, and now she's the natural setting there. And the deal with this bike, it obviously was used to be tracked, so it could have been modified jet wise. I mean, I just rebuilt it with the same jets it had, and because of no air box, I haven't really done my reading as to what jets it may or may not need. I'm hoping they set it up correctly. Maybe that's why it bogs on the low end, because they weren't planning on being at the low end. They were just planning on being wide open on the track. So we'll have to kind of figure that out with a little more study. If anybody knows, please let me know. Anyway, 1989 KR-1S, one of the most famous two-stroke bright bikes ever. It was a 136 mile an hour bike out of the box. The only top one was the R, which I have in the garage, and that was 139 miles an hour out of the box. So they had slightly bigger carbs on the R. Anyway, got her running. Can't believe it. Finally, like I said, cleaned up all that electrical stuff and got her going. Hey, I hope that helps you guys. I would appreciate any feedback you guys might have about running this thing without an airbox, but that's going to be tough. I got a little wasp chasing me now. So anyway, talk to you guys later, and I appreciate any likes and subscribes. Thank you.